40 years ago, North America played host to one of the most exciting football leagues in the history of the game. For a few brief seasons in the mid to late 1970s, some of the greatest players ever appeared in the North American Soccer League. Eusebio, Johan Cruyff, George Best, Franz Beckenbauer, and of course the mighty Pelé were part of a bold, brave experiment that tried to bring the world's most popular sport to what was potentially its largest and richest audience. My name is Ian Plenderleith, and my book, Rock and Roll Soccer, explores a league which paraded the most exciting, flamboyant performers of their generation. At a time when the European game was blighted by muddy pitches, negative tactics, and widespread violence in its stadiums, ambitious teams like the New York Cosmos, the Tampa Bay Rowdies, and the Minnesota Kicks aimed to turn football back into a pastime that could be both played and watched for pleasure. Despite the razzmatazz, the gimmicks and the glamour that came with the American game, this was a league where players of multiple styles and nationalities enjoyed the freedom to express themselves. Fans began to turn up in their tens of thousands to watch a vibrant version of football that focused on goals, action and personality. For 17 years, the NASL experienced highs and lows that took it from the brink of extinction in 1968 to what looked like imminent world domination 10 years later. Adventurous businessmen and entrepreneurs poured money into their teams as the league expanded and promised Americans that it would be the sport of the 80s. The Cosmos attracted crowds of 70,000 plus, and hundreds of professional players jet-streamed over the Atlantic to be part of the brave new league. The NASL's path ultimately followed that of a drug-happy 70s rock star. The euphoric nights under the floodlights with Pelé and the post-game parties with celebrity fans like Mick Jagger were just a passing trend on a crowded sporting terrain. When the hoped-for profits didn't materialise, many owners backed out and the league began its sharp, spectacular decline. Drawing on extensive research and dozens of interviews with those who played, managed and partied in the NASL, Rock and Roll Soccer portrays the short life and fast times of the league and how it influenced so many aspects of the modern game. It may have crashed and brilliantly burned in the cavalier, suicidal fashion of a hard-living rock rebel, but its legacy, for better and for worse, was to set the tone for football's future all the way into the 21st century.